Hi, today I'm going to show you 3 different custom floor displays that we've created and how to assemble those. Now these are already pre-assembled, so I had to take them apart, so that's why some of them have already been formed into shelves and whatnot. But if we were to take this piece apart, you would see that it's just a basic flat pre-cut piece of cardboard that has been sized to fit specific products in here, and so many products for the entire floor display. So when this arrives to you, it'll come flat. It'll be packed flat. As I mentioned, it is going to be pre-cut and printed. This one is unprinted at the moment. And you'll need to be putting it together. So, fairly simple. This one kind of goes together by itself because it's already been done. And you can do this on a table to make it easier on yourself. Myself, we're out here in nature because it'd just be a little easier for us to shoot this for you. So you can see that tab A goes into slot B on all these pieces around, and we've got one shelf. If you did that 4 times, of course, now you're going to have 4 different shelves. And then we've got the base unit, which again will arrive flat. This will be printed. It is maybe not quite this wide, but the purposes of this video, this is how it came to us. So again, this is fairly easy. So you can see right away, this is how big this piece will be. This is a base section, which more or less would have your branding here at the bottom, and then the shelves are going to go across the top or across the middle, and that's what more or less holds the whole piece together. And to do that, we've got these little plastic clips. Now, not every display comes with plastic clips, but this one did. So these are fairly easy to put together. This might take me some time to do, so we're probably going to speed this section up. So let's see how fast I can do this. So when you get your display, it may or may not be as easy to put together like that. Sometimes these are glued. The side pieces are glued to the side of the display. Makes it a little bit tougher to get them in and out, but we've had this thing in and out a couple of times. So now that we've done that, the next piece here would be putting the shelves onto the display. Now these are built so that these can actually be, the piece of the clip can go into the side of the display, or the side of the shelf. And that's what holds this whole piece together. And this is the trickier part of this particular display. So I'm going to move on to the next one. There, that wasn't too bad. And we top it off with a header card. Again, this is going to be printed, so this whole thing fairly sturdy. And once you get your product in place, that's what really kind of sets it up. So here's one floor display put together and assembled. Now on to the other ones. Okay, so now we've got a second floor display for you. This is a different style than the one we just finished. Again, this will arrive, this is an entire floor display right here in this small pile. So you can see how small those sections get. So what we're going to do here is, again, just fold this up. So you can see the bottom of this piece just kind of folds together like that. That works out pretty good. So then these pieces fall in place. Then we've got these two cross sections. They go in the middle of this piece. Which gives us a nice stability for the rest of the unit. Then we've got I might have to take this apart so I can figure this out. But what happens is you have shelf sections. Again, you've got tab A and slot B going together for your shelves, for the sides of the shelves coming in. We'll do it this way so it makes it a little bit easier to see. Here's a shelf. Had that right to start with. And again, slots go inside the edges. All these pieces go together. Oops. And then this gets topped off again with a header card. So you can see this one a little more narrow than the first one we put together. This is pretty sturdy and is in fact was intended to hold a liquid product. So it's a little bit different in that you've got 4 sides for branding down at the bottom. Of course you have your shelves, you got the sides you could brand, and then you got the header you could brand. This is a nice 3-shelf unit. And then the last piece we're going to put together, which is already put together, but we're going to take it apart, put it together again for you. Okay, this last display is a 3-shelf tiered unit floor display. which is pretty popular. People really like this design, and I can understand why. It looks good, displays product well, but it is going to be on the more expensive side. So consider that if you are considering a floor display. So as you can see, this base piece, which is what this is, folds up pretty small. And the shelves and the other items to this display, while they're not flat at this point, also would fold up to probably no bigger than this here. So this would ship in a flat box to you like this. So again, pretty easy to put up together. This pops together quickly, and the way this thing is built, as you see, it's flat piece. It's die cut for this. Folds together to make the shelf units, or the shelf platform, more or less. So far you got 3 shelves starting to look like a display. Now, I didn't take these apart. These come flat usually. Not usually, they do come flat. This particular unit has a really nice litho-laminate printing method on this. Sometimes these pieces can be printed digitally, and they don't have, I don't know if you can see the nice finish that these have, nice and glossy. Digital printing, yeah, it still gets pretty glossy, but it's not quite as nice as this. So these would come flat, like I said. They come with the slot A going into tab B, or tab B going into slot A, whatever, and they fold up into these shelves just like this. And then they have little tabs here which connect them to the display itself. And in this case, these have an extra piece that fits on the bottom interior of the display. You get rid of all the extra pieces that you might see in there, but when your product's in there, you're not going to see them. Second shelf does the same thing. Third shelf, again, same method of putting this together, putting this on. And then of course our header, which finishes off the unit. So you can see it looks good, held together well. This held a liquid product, so this can really hold quite a bit of weight. I would say between 40 and 50 pounds of weight on this thing, which is quite a bit. But you can see they can really stand up to quite a bit. So if you are interested in a floor display, whether it's a stock floor display or a custom floor display, give us a call. So here's our 3 displays that we just put together for you. I hope you found this somewhat entertaining and helpful. If you would like to, please subscribe at the link below us, this video here, so that the next time we come out with more information, you'll be the first to know about it. So until then, thank you.